Hello, Night Nation. Trace Trylko joined by Adam Eaton. Welcome in to Sons of UCF. Not quite live, Adam. We are still in Las Vegas, wrapping up coverage of Big 12 Media Days.
Trace, it's been a great week. We had conversations on Tuesday, Wednesday, coaches, players, administrators. We got a lot of great content. And instead of you and I babbling tonight, what we thought we would show you is the efforts that we put in this week, and what you're going to see, some really good conversations.
Yeah, that includes an interview, a one-on-one with head coach Gus Malzahn, as well as the players representing UCF here at Big 12 Media Days. Before we roll those, what were your quick observations?
Yeah, again, a lot of chip on the shoulder from the team this year. You really heard that from KJ and the one-on we had, RJ as well. A lot of chip on the shoulder, Trace. I think a lot of guys are seeing where UCF rank, seeing where their player ratings are in the video game. Who knew we'd ever be there, Trace? And I think there's a lot of chip on the shoulder. So that was the first one. Second one, Gus Malzahn, for whatever we think of him as a UCF fan, that's a lot of respect from coaches and players. A lot of folks had some effusive praise for Gus, unprompted in many cases as well, too. So I think you'll see some of that in the clips we have out already. But I think that was a really big takeaway, how much Gus is really valued by a lot of his coaching brethren.
Team coverage from the Sons of UCF, not only Adam and myself, but Robert Aronoff. Big help. He's part of the one-on-one interviews from players. Let's roll all of those. Enjoy.
Coach, you've had a busy summer. Cubs fan here.
Yeah.
What was Wrigley Field like for you?
Yeah, that was a bucket list deal. It was good as I thought. I mean, it was really, really something. We had a great time. They won. Atmosphere was great. 7th inning stretch. It was good as I thought it would be. It was really cool. So that was a great experience.
What are the other bucket list things that you haven't accomplished yet?
I'd have to think about that. I'd like to play golf at St. Andrews one time. I went to watch the Open there before, but I'd actually like to play golf there.
Last we saw you was at the Varsity Knights golf tournament. How's the golf game been?
Golf game pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. But golf's about over with now. Vacation's about over, so now full attention towards the season, and we'll cross that bridge next year.
Less than 50 days now. When you have media days, does it become a little bit more real?
Yeah.
You know where things are on the calendar.
Yeah.
You'll be reporting soon. Players will be.
Yeah. My experience is once you get to media days and you're done with it, it's time for the season. It's always a really good time, and to kind of transition to that next step.
Hasn't been a quiet off season in the last week or so. A lot of booms out of UCF.
Yeah.
What's that been like to see the reaction from the high school students?
Recruiting's going great. We got a class that is really, really talented. And I think we still got some others ahead too. So it's a really exciting time, and people around the country, some of the top players, they know what we're about to do, and so that has a lot to do with it.
When you land a couple of high-profile guys, how much easier does it make it to have those conversations with other guys? They see the kind of talent being reeled in.
Yeah, everybody wants to play with great players, and you can, like I said, recruits around the country, they know what is about to happen here. This place is a gold mine. Everything's set up, and when you get a recruit on campus, they can feel it, and they can sense it, and but like I said, great players want to play with great players.
Have you figured out the balance for you between the high school classes and the transfer portal? Is it still an evolution, or it may change season to season?
We're committed to having our foundation with high school. We're in one of the best places in the country to recruit high school players. That's really our foundation, but each year we will go in the portal to address our immediate needs. You saw that this past year. We felt like we needed more playmakers on defense. We addressed that. And then this freshman class coming in, I don't think we missed on any of them. We're real excited about this class. This class could be one of those foundation classes to help us move forward.
What's the challenge then of bringing in a lot of guys from the transfer portal? Is building that chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest challenge every head coach in America. We got like 40 new players from last year, and the chemistry, the team bonding, which we've done a lot of, but more than anything, it's experience. And anytime you have quality experience, and we have a lot of guys that don't just have experience, they play well. And some of them have been the best players on their team. So we brought in some quality experience, but it's about team bonding, team chemistry. We've been working hard in the offseason to accomplish that.
6-6 first season in the Big 12. No, that's not satisfying to you, but what do you take away from that season as a building block for season 2?
Take away, it wasn't good enough. We lost close games. We weren't physical enough. We didn't coach good enough. It was a self-evaluation for me. I'd never been through anything like that, but it was good to step back and, okay, we need to address this, we need to address that, we need to address that. So we did that. We feel really good about our roster now. We made some changes in our staff, which I think also will be a benefit. So now we just got to do it on the field. This is a great day to talk about everything, but bottom line is we got to get on the field. But I'm excited about coaching this group.
What was behind the changes with the coaches? Did you want some fresh perspectives, some different voices?
Well, the bottom line is we got to do a better job coaching. We brought in Ted Roof, which, we won a national championship together. I know a lot about him. He knows a lot about me. Tim Harris is a guy that is definitely a rising star, and he really understands what I like to do. We complement each other really well. So, those two changes, I think we're in a good spot there.
What did you like about your team coming out of spring camp?
Probably more than anything is just the talent. I mean, we hit on the guys we brought in, and I think that's very, very important this day and time.
KJ Jefferson, what do you expect from him in terms of leadership of this offense?
KJ's played a lot of football. Matter of fact, he was one of the better offensive players in the SEC for 2 out of the last 3 years. They changed offenses last year. He lost some of his talent around him, but I think he's in a really good spot. I think he's very comfortable in our offense. The moment's not too big for that guy, and so we're glad to have him lead us.
What does he bring to your offense different than John Rice Plumlee showed us?
I think there's some similarities. I mean, obviously his physical size, and he throws the deep ball very well. He can run it. Probably the biggest thing is he has experience. He has more experience playing the quarterback position than John Rice did.
I go back a year, and I remember you saying in your study of the Big 12 that there would be a lot of late game situations, there would be a lot of one-score games, and that proved to be true. And too many of those, of course, UCF ended up on the wrong side of.
Yeah, and that's not normal. I didn't experience a whole lot of that. But bottom line is that's coaching. That's on me. And we didn't have our guys prepared enough, and we didn't finish games. We were going to finish games this year. That's been a big focus. So we got to get that done.
Fans are concerned still about the defense, especially linebacker you've addressed with the transfer portal. What do you think about the defense? New coordinator?
Well, I just addressed the coordinator. I feel great about Coach Roof. We brought in some playmakers. We brought in some veteran guys that played the linebacker position. So I feel real confident in that position right now.
I had to laugh at Coach Satterfield on the first day of media days. Someone asked him about where the preseason projection had them, and he said, "We've got 47 new guys as part of this program." He goes, "How could anyone know?" And it almost was a way of him saying, "We still have to see it too." What do you, when you see that sort of influx of players?
I think it's hard for anybody to predict, not just with their team or our team. It's just all the new players and all that. Preseason rankings, I mean, that's fun to talk about, but middle of the season, the second part of the season, that's when you really start to see what's what. And so it's all about getting it down the field.
And right off the bat, you got those first two, but you go to TCU. That's a big game. It's a road game, and for each team, it sets the tone for conference play.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, Sonny's one of the best. I mean, they played in the national championship game 2 years ago, and we're playing have to go on the road. And so that'll be a tough one. There's no doubt. We're going to play good football to have a chance to win now.
What do you think this team has to do differently to be better in the red zone, better in late game situations?
Yeah, I mean, it's about coaching. Late game situations, it's about coaching, executing. We got to do a better job in those areas.
What are you still looking to find out about your team when you get ready for camp in a couple of weeks?
The chemistry part, the team bonding part, fall camp. I mean, we're going to grind it. I mean, it's going to be tough, and so we really are looking forward to that, and I think our players are too.
At an event like this, everybody's optimistic, 50 days out from the season.
Yeah.
You think you've built a team that can contend in this Big 12?
Yeah. We brought in some talented guys that are experienced guys that have played well in other teams. So as far as talent level, I feel really good. Just all the other stuff we talked about, the chemistry and the bonding and everything. But I feel good about our staff, and we're excited about the season. What's
one thing you know about this Big 12 with the influx of these new teams, that week in and week out, it's going to be a grind, isn't it?
Like I said, we only played 2 common opponents that we played last year, so it's almost like a new conference again, but we have a lot of respect for these 4 new teams.
And what do you expect from this league this season with those new teams and the schedule that you have?
Well, I mean, I like the schedule a lot better than I did last year. I mean, obviously we travel more than any team in college football. The travel part's a lot better. We got some really good home games, which is going to be really exciting for our fans.
And this time of year, folks getting optimistic about the season. Set some expectations. What do you want fans to think about this team as training camp gets underway?
We got a bunch of great kids. We got a bunch of talented kids. We have a chance. I mean, we got to prove it on the field. All right, this is about talking here and all that. Prove it on the field, but we have a real chance standing here today with our conference I think that's a good thing. Not a lot of teams can say that.
Do you think of this as a bit of a reset? You've been here a couple of years now. You've got a second year in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Did you look at it as a little bit of a reset?
100%. Like I said, last year there's a learning experience, I think, for everybody going into a new conference. But, it was good to kind of sit back, reevaluate everything, and address the things we need to improve on. Now we got to carry it over to the field.
What's your favorite part about Media Day when it's over?
Just probably the players, the excitement you see in the players, and they get a chance to, the national media gets a chance to learn more about them. That's really, really cool.
Are you much of a Vegas guy?
No, not really.
No. What do you think of this heat? Miss Florida a little bit on the heat side?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty hot. There's no doubt.
All right, Jay, first, what are your impressions of this scene here you had in Vegas right now?
Hot. Very hot.
Is it hotter than the Orlando practice in the summer?
Honestly, yeah, I feel like it is. But this stadium is amazing, though. This is my first time in this stadium. It's big. Las Vegas is a great place.
Let's talk a little bit about you. I know a lot of talk about best running backs, RJ, and sometimes your name's not mentioned. How does that fuel you that your name isn't always mentioned with some of those top guys in the Big 12?
It just motivates me more, but I try not to pay attention to it. I'm just going to continue to work hard and improve my game and improve everything that I can. So they'll see once this upcoming season comes. How
do your teammates kind of help keep you grounded or kind of keep you motivated when you deal with some of the being overlooked by other media, other teams?
They just like, we compete each and every day during workouts. No matter if it's all the offensive guys and defensive guys, we work out together. So we always compete and we pushing each other. So that's all I need to motivate me.
Tell me a little about this offense. What do you think this UCF offense will look like in 2024? A lot of weapons.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons. We're going to be a great offense for sure. We got weapons everywhere. Receiver position, tight end position. We're going to be real special this year.
How do you suspect the running back room's going to go? Obviously, we bring in Penny Boone, Miles Montgomery. So a lot of guys got to eat in that room. How do you think the running back room will shake out this year?
Yeah, the running back room is amazing this year. We got some guys, like, even when I come out the game, we shouldn't have no drop-off at all. So, Penny is a dog, Miles Montgomery is a dog, Johnny, we got some dogs.
Obviously, a new guy handed you the football this year. What's it been like working so far with KJ Jefferson?
Well, it's been great. I love KJ, being around him. He's a great person and a great player. He's a leader, a team guy. And, I just can't wait to get on the field with him on Saturdays.
What do you make of the schedule this year? Obviously, some tough matchups. What do you make of the schedule this year? Any game that you have kind of circled or any game that you're really looking forward to?
All of them, really. But most excited for, I'll say, Florida.
Okay.
Florida, yeah.
Okay, that one's got a little extra juice for you?
Yeah.
Well, so you're a hometown kid, right? You're hometown hero for Orlando. What's it like for you standing here today, representing your hometown team, in another year in the Big 12? What does that feel like for you as a kid from Orlando?
It's great. I appreciate Coach Gus and the staff for letting me come here and be here to represent UCF. It means a lot. I'm from Orlando. UCF, they mean the world to me.
Let's talk a little bit about your fit there. You got some nice stuff working there too. Tell me a little bit about your fit today. What do you got? What are you rocking?
Just a regular black suit, some Chanel shoes. Nothing crazy. I just want to be basic today.
Awesome. Hey, what's one thing you're looking forward to today in the media day? Maybe is there somebody you want to meet? Is there something you want to kind of look forward to today?
Playing the game. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Are you cool with your rate? Have you heard your rating yet?
I think it's a 91.
Okay, you're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome.
It'll go up once the season starts.
Awesome.
Let's talk first about this event. What does it mean to you to be selected to come represent university at this event?
Like I told those guys, this is a blessing, man. Like, I've been through a lot in college. It's just a blessing for Coach Malzahn to trust me and the guys to just come out here and just choose us to be the representatives of our school and our team. So it's just a blessing. I'm just beyond honored to be out here. I just thank God for all the opportunities He's given me. And this is like one of the best things I ever did in my life.
You talked about some of the things you've been through. Talk about some of those things that you've been through and how it's prepared you for what you're dealing with now this year.
Coming into college, I just, as a freshman, I just felt like I was one of those guys who always should have played, but things didn't ever go my way. And I got into some things that set me back, and it's just been a lot. And, I just stayed down and I prayed and I trusted Coach Malzahn with my career. So when I came here, he just took over for me, and he just been a great second-hand father to me, like as far as football. Like all he wants me to be, he wants me to reach my best potential. He lets me get away with nothing less than my best every day. So that's why I'm always 110% bought into him, because he makes me go hard every day. So every day when I come to see him, I know I got to come to work.
How is your game different than last year?
How's my game different than last year? I mean, I improved in every area. Like, I can't really tell you. All you just have to see when the fall comes. But I definitely improved in every area. So,
how do you think the team's improved between last year and this year?
Our team camaraderie is just like, it's like day and night from last year. So I just like, we always preach about, like, when the team comes together, those are the best teams that win. Like, when nobody's separated, it's not defense or offense. It's we all together, you feel what I'm saying? So, like, I just feel like our team camaraderie has got way better, like, as far as, like, just sticking together when things get tough. And I give a shout out to Coach Kinsey and Coach Mo, because they push us during the off-season training. Like, our conditioning sessions are real tough. So when we get through those, we get to the fourth quarter, we just always preach that we got to stick together and just stay together. So I just feel like that's our philosophy and that's our standard for the year.
This year, who's going to surprise us?
This year, who's going to surprise us? B.J. Adams. B.J. Adams is going to surprise us for sure. He's going to be one of the best cornerbacks in the country.
What have you seen out of him?
I seen B.J. turn from a boy to a man, and it's a lot to do with our Coach T. Reed and our Coach Addy. They put our DBs under their wings. Like, the DBs are, like, if you ask, like, who the DB, like, they put those guys under their wings and, like, take them as, like, a little brother, like a son role. So I just seen B.J. turn from a boy to a man, and, like, his play is different. Like, his grit is different. His competitive edge is just different. Like, he just came from a boy to a man. Like, this is gonna be one of his best years. He's gonna be one of the top corners in the nation, and that's my word on that.
What's 2024 gonna look like for you?
2024. I mean, 2024 gonna look like for me, as far as a team role, I'm just gonna be a leader. You're gonna see me leading. When things get tough, I'm not gonna be the guy pointing fingers at everybody. I'm gonna be the guy coming around, picking everybody up, just making sure the team stays together, because it's always gonna be obstacles and adversity that we go through during the season. I'm just gonna be the guy just to, you feel me, smooth everything out. So I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna obviously be the guy that make plays. If I lead the team and just do everything right, God will do everything else for itself. So.
Do you consider yourself the emotional leader of this team?
Of course. I'm more outspoken. I'm the most outspoken player, like the most outspoken, like top player, older player. So all the guys, I have a good say-so on the team, and they love me, and I love my team. So that's just what makes me want to lead even more, because they listen and they love me, and it's always just good. It's good chemistry with all of us. Everybody listens to each other. There's no one person think they're bigger than the whole team. We all just together. So there's no big shot rolling on the team. Like, I'm a more outspoken guy, but I'm a team guy, and I know all my teammates from the walk-ons to the quarterback. You feel me? So
talk about your quarterback, KJ.
KJ's a football player. You can't really go out there and find too many guys who know the game inside and out, coverages. Me and him just. We're like football intelligent guys, so we like know coverages. Like, we know if this linebacker does that, we're gonna do this, and we just got all types of things that we go over, and we just study the game. He's a great student of the game, and he's gonna become an even better leader for us. And he's gonna lead us to victory. He's a great guy on and off the field. So it's just a blessing to have a guy like that around, and a guy who won, and a guy who came from winning a lot of games and winning, like, SEC Player of the Year. It's just a blessing to have him around, a winning guy who knows how to win and knows how to lead.
What are your goals?
My personal goals for this year? I mean, I want to be the best receiver in the country. Obviously, hands down, like, that's one of my biggest goals. That is my goal. Like I don't really get on here and talk about personal goals, because it ain't really about me, it's about my team, but I want to be the best receiver in the country, obviously.
You face only two teams that you faced last year. Who are you looking forward to playing against this year?
I'm looking forward to all of them. I'm looking forward to the first game, obviously, because we've been in the way, but it's going to be a lot of big games. There's a lot of big games. Arizona, Utah, the Colorados, all the games. We lost to West Virginia last year. West Virginia is going to be a big game. Iowa State. It's a lot of big games we play. It's just a blessing to go and play different teams than we played last year, so everybody can see your talent. So it's going to be a great season.
What does it mean to you to play football?
Football is everything to me. Football is what I breathe. My family, we love football. I've been playing football since I was 4. My nephew plays football. all my brothers played football, my dad played football. Like, we just a football family, and it's a blessing that God gave me a gift and a talent to come out here and just showcase my skills and just give my family an opportunity to just change their life and I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed, to be honest. I love the game. The game is me. I love football.
One last question. You get to see the defense at UCF from the other side, and there have been a lot of changes in the defensive side this year. What can we expect?
Man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That's all I can tell you. We got players. We can go pound for pound with any player you want. We got Lee Hunter, arguably one of the best defensive tackles in the nation. Deshawn Pace, one of the top hybrid players in the nation. We got B.J. Adams, like I told you, he's gonna be one of the top corners in the nation. We got Chase Johnson, a freshman. He's gonna be one of the best freshmen in the nation. We got Antoine. We got a lot of kids. We got Tennyson. We got threats who came from. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of pieces. We got Ricky. We got Malachi, Najee Kelly. It's just a lot of people that I can go on and on about. John Walker. We just got dogs. Matt Alexander. It's gonna be hard to. You can pick your poison. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good year for us. I know. I believe in my team, and I don't want to speak too highly, but I know what we're capable of, and I know how we've been working, so it's going to be a good year. We go out there and just play how we play and listen to our coach and just stay together. It's going to be a blessing for all of us.
If you had one message to send to the UCF fans about this year coming up, what would you say to them?
Buckle up. That's all I can tell them. Buckle up. It's going to be a good season for us, man. We due for one.
All right, so Deshawn, 6 months so far in Orlando. What's your time been like at UCF?
I mean, it's very exciting. It's new to me. I just moved there in January. That was my first time being away from home. Like I just told somebody else earlier. It's just very different. Like Tour City, just get outside and just feel the sun a little bit.
What's it like being the new guy again? I know obviously you've got some teammates from Cincinnati with you, but what's it like kind of going in the locker room for the first time being the new guy?
I mean, it's not really new. I mean, I'm a new guy, but I know some players, so I feel a little familiar with what's going on. I just need just some people to help me up, just pick me up. And sometimes, like, I need some leaders around me as I'm a leader. So yeah.
Give me a scouting report on Deshawn Pace. Who are you as a player? What can people kind of expect when they see you on the field?
I mean, you never know what to expect. Because I'm a finesse player, and you never know what you're gonna get. Just straight dog.
What's your best position? What kind of role do you see yourself kind of playing on this team?
I play hybrid and wheel linebacker. So me, I like to play a hybrid more because it's more open field. I like to play in the open field a lot.
What about this defense? I know there's been a lot of talk about the defense. You get to see these guys day in and day out. How good do you think this defense can be in 2024?
Our defense gonna be great. We just gotta execute as the coaches put our game plan together and just go out there and play.
What's it like going up against that offense? We've been talking a lot this week about RJ Harvey, how he's kind of criminally underrated. What's it been like going up against that offense and spring ball and practice?
You never know what you're gonna get out of our offense. We're so tricky. We get KJ Jefferson. You can throw it deep, run it. We got a power back and speed back, so you never know what you're going to get from our offense.
Obviously, a couple interesting trips this year to some Big 12 road games. Is there a game on the calendar that you all have circled?
As of right now, not that I know of. We're just taking it step by step and week by week.
What are your thoughts on, obviously, you've been in the Big 12 before, but this conference expands overall, some new teams there. As a player, how do you have to kind of prepare yourself now to see maybe some teams that you hadn't seen before and some stadiums you haven't played in?
It's more exciting than just a surprise. I feel like new places is where you want to shine at, so that's what you want to look forward to.
What are your personal goals for this year? What are the things that you want to accomplish as a player?
Shoot, I want to have the best defense in the country. I want to be the #1 defense in the country, #1 turnovers and everything.
And then last, I got to ask about you got this gorgeous chain on right here. Tell me a little about your outfit today. You got a nice look, a nice fit going. Tell me about your outfit today.
I went with the pink today because I got a daughter on the way. She's going to be born next month.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So I came with pink, and just the DP chain. That's just who I am.
All right. So first off, just about the event, right? What does it mean to you to be the first year on this team and be representing UCF at the Big 12 Media Days?
It means a lot. I mean, just being able to earn the trust and the respect from my teammates, to be able to come here and represent those guys back in Florida, and also for Coach Malzahn to have a lot of trust and earn his respect and trust as well, for him to bring me along on this trip. So looking forward to it, excited, and love the experience and love being in the stadium.
You came in with obviously a lot of experience.
Mm-hmm.
How are you a different quarterback than you were a year ago?
Just my approach. I mean, just my mindset and how I approach the game now, and just my approach to everything. I mean, just whether there's workouts, whether there's film study, whether there's getting my receivers out on weekends and we go throw and different things like this. So just my approach from a year ago to now is totally different.
What have you done outside of the program with your receivers, teammates?
I mean, we go out together, go do different stuff, go to the beach, stuff like that. We just hang out, just bonding. The main thing is team bonding. I mean, we do get our work in as well, but after we get our work in, then we bond and gel together, just become closer.
KJ, what's it like to turn around and hand the ball to RJ Harvey?
It's a blessing. I mean, take a load off me. I mean, it's take a lot of stress off me. Just being able to have a guy in the backfield like RJ, who's explosive, smart, has great football IQ, and he played quarterback as well, so he kind of know what I'm going through as well back there. So just having a guy back there that has a lot of experience and a lot of football IQ and very smart and explosive as he is, it's a blessing to have a guy like that.
He's a humble guy, right?
For
but
sure.
All week we've been hearing about some of the top running backs in the Big 12, and his name's not mentioned.
Yeah.
Right? How much does that kind of annoy you as his teammate? How does that motivate you as his teammate to make sure that he gets his?
It's motivation to all of us. I mean, we all see it. I mean, we've seen it on TV, we see it on social media, so it all just gives us that competitive edge and that fire just to go out there and work even harder. So when the time and the opportunity do come and presents itself, we're ready for it and we can showcase our talent.
Well, speaking of motivation, there's a social media picture surfaced that you have in your locker taped up someone saying that Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in Big 12. Why is that something you have in your locker? Why is that something that motivates you?
Just motivation. Just me being new to the Big 12. A lot of guys, like you said, like RJ, I mean, we kind of pushed under the radar right now. So just having that fire, just our approach and mentality that we go on each and every day until we step a foot in that building, we have a whole different type of mindset, and we want to just go out there and just grind and be tough, and then when it's time to showcase our talent, we can do that.
Give us a scouting report on KJ Jefferson. What are your strengths? What do you do well? What does the defense have to prepare for when they face you?
The type of style that I play with. I mean, the toughness that I bring, physicality that I bring at the quarterback position as well. Just being able to stretch the ball down the field vertically, and also using my legs when I have to, and getting out of different tough situations back there in the pocket.
So you've been at UCF for 6 months now. What's your first 6 months been like? What's been the biggest or the toughest adjustment for you?
I would say always the toughest adjustment is as a transfer, just coming in, earning that trust and that respect from the guys that's in that room that's going to be battling with you. So just being able to try to earn that trust and make sure that I'm leading the right way, make sure that my presence is being felt and voice is being heard. So that's probably the toughest. But overall, outside of that, I said it's been fun. I mean, exciting. The people, the fans, the community, Orlando itself is a great experience and a great turnout.
What about for fun? Are you a theme park guy? Have you hit up all the major parks?
I have. The only one I haven't been to is Disney. I feel like Disney is like more kind of a kid type deal, but Universal, Volcano Bay, SeaWorld, all that I've been to and stuff like that. So I enjoy it. And it's always something to do in Orlando, so I mean, it's always fun.
You a roller coaster guy?
I am. I just became one.
Okay.
I just became one probably like last year.
Okay.
I just became one. Yeah.
Who's going to surprise us on your side of the ball this year, and who's going to surprise us on the other side of the ball?
It's a lot of guys. I mean, on the offensive side of the ball, like I said, you got RJ Harvey, you got Kobe Hudson, you got Xavier Townsend, you got Miles Montgomery at running back, you got Johnny Richardson at running back. On the defensive side, you got Lee Hunter, Ricky Barber, Deshawn Pace, Ethan Barr, Ladarius Tennyson. So I mean, we got a lot of guys that have came in and just absolutely worked and put their best foot forward and just make sure that we meet that standard each and every day.
What's the strength of this team?
I would say the strength of this team is just tough and that competitive edge. I mean, we all had that competitive edge and that fire up under us that we don't want to experience going 6 or 7 again. I mean, we want to be able to get some wins on our belt, big time wins, and make sure that we just go out there and just make sure we meet the standard.
What's your favorite part of the campus?
Favorite part of the campus, I would say Garvey. That's our food center. I would say Garvey. They make sure they keep us fueled for before workouts, after workouts, dinner, all that. So they make sure they keep us fed. So I mean, we putting out a lot. And so just being able to have that center, be able to put all the nutrients and protein back in us is major.
I'll talk, KJ, about the college football video game. Are you good with your overall ranking?
I haven't seen my ranking at all. I haven't seen nothing about the college football game. I'm excited that it's coming out and get a chance to be on the game and get a chance to play the game as well. So, but I haven't seen the ranking or nothing like that.
What do you think you're going to be ranked? What's a fair number for KJ?
I don't know. I can't even give you a number right now. I don't know.
All right, more speed or more trucking for you?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be more trucking than that for sure. For sure.
All right, Lee, first off, Big 12 Media Day, Las Vegas. What are your impressions of Las Vegas so far?
It's a true blessing to be here. I mean, look at this place. Thank God for this opportunity to be in Las Vegas.
What about this Vegas heat? How does it compare to that Florida heat y'all got to play in?
Man, it's hot. It's hot. I think it's probably 50% hotter than Orlando, but it's very hot, hard to breathe out here in Vegas.
Lee, what can we expect from this defense this year? I know there's been some changes. I know some new coaches came in. What do you think we can expect from this defense this year?
What I feel y'all should expect from us is like hard, playing physical, going back to playing old school, great football.
How about some of the new guys? How have some of the new guys kind of fit? I know you, again, a lot of changes. How are you as a leader kind of helping bring these new guys along and bring them into UCF culture?
Me as a leader, just encouraging everybody to do everything the right way, execute our assignment, be what we need to be, do everything right on and off the field, and then make up for our play on the field.
How about you? What are your personal goals for this year? What do you want to accomplish?
I never go into the season with goals. I just take game by game and do what's best, do what I do best. Let's play football.
Obviously, a lot of tough games on the schedule this year. Is there one game that you're looking forward to the most? Maybe a road trip or something that you want to take?
Not really. Just start by week 1, week 2, week 3.
One at a time, right? How important is that first TCU game on the road? It's your first Big 12 game this year. How important a matchup would that be for you guys?
It's very important. It's time to go out there and play physical football on the defense side of the ball and the offense side of the ball.
Tell me a little bit about your outfit today. You got a nice look working. Tell me about your outfit. What's the vibe?
Black and white, off-white with the Louis V in Vegas. Just a little bit of swag.
Have you had a chance to see any sights in Vegas? Have you had a chance to hang around a little bit?
Did I have a chance to see what?
See any of the sights in Las Vegas?
Oh, no, not yet.
Just hanging out in your room?
Yeah, just hanging out cooler. No, we actually went to the club last night for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a good time last night.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you.
When you said sights, I ain't quite get what you said. But yeah, we went to the club last night. We had a good straight time.
What do you make of this stadium? What do you make of this big giant stadium that you're looking at?
It's really a blessing to be here. I'm excited, just chilling, just looking around, just smiling.
All in all, Adam, busy couple of days for us in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Trace, it was a lot of fun. First off, I think we need to thank everyone who follows our show. It's because of you all that we can get out here, we can do interviews, we can talk to players, we can bring you some coverage. So a hearty thanks to all of you. Big thanks to Trace and Robert as well. Yeah. A lot of team coverage this week. We met a lot of great individuals and a lot of excitement for this UCF team, Trace. I think we were unsure of what we'd hear today and being around the players, but we heard a lot of excitement across the board. So I think there's a lot of things to be optimistic. 50 days away, if my math is right, maybe 49
a little less than
by the time
now.
You hear this. And so it's season time, Trace. We're ready to go.
It's even closer than that. Players will report July 28th, and then camp begins for the Knights. You know, I'm a little disoriented here. I kind of miss Brian W. Peterson in the mailbag, believe it or not, and I don't get to ask you, hey, what's in the box?
Are we doing that?
No. This is a pre-taped segment, so we will have to come together next week for a regular edition of Sons of UCF Live, as well as all of the great Sons of UCF content. Adam, thank you.
Thank you, Trace.
It's been a lot of fun here in Las Vegas. For Adam Eaton, I'm Trace Trylko. Go Knights!
Charge right on.
Charge right on.